So this game that we're going to review is Anthony Sadley versus Fischer in the Marshall Manhattan match in New York, 1968. Okay. Fischer had the black pieces and Anthoy. I'm sorry, not Anthony, Anthoy. You gotta say it like you have a list. Anthoy. So, anyways, we got a reverse Sicilian here, and then reverse accelerated dragon. Real quick. And now F4 is played. Now, this move is normally played with colors reversed, but with the black pieces, it is a new move, technically. But with the tempo down, this gambit is dubious with this F4 push. Okay. Be real in the chat. What y'all think about this push? Like, that looks funny. Okay. Coach Daniel, what are you thinking about F4?
Yeah, I think it's pretty premature. I think Black needs to develop his pieces and castle. He's kind of going for a lot of, he's going for a pretty random move when he's got more logical stuff that I'd be doing.
Yeah. So, oh well. Anyways, so captures Anthoy gets sued and castles. And now check this out. Anthoy plays knight G to E2, but what he should have played was F takes E5 and then rook E8 pinning it because knight takes then that's annoying. So whatever. So rook pins, then pawn defends, D6 because we can, bishop takes, pawn takes. And then that's just a really nice pawn structure right there. I mean, look at that, man. That's like that's nice. That's nice. This guy's the only weirdo. Like, if he was back here, then that would be awesome. That would just be awesome. Anyways, I'm getting crazy here. So, anyways, he plays this mistake in knight G to E2, and then queen E8. All right, castles because if F takes E5 now, then knight to G4, and then F2 is a weakness, and then also E5 is a weakness, and that's all annoying, and we don't really want that to happen. So castles, and now I want you to see this. Okay, we got, say, a lot of squares that are on the light colors on the king side that are very, very weak. Okay, you can see right here that computer crack. I don't know. You can see right here that, okay, we got the dark squares covered. All right, like we don't gotta worry about this too much. Okay, but what about here? Oh, no. Fair. What about these guys? We kind of neglected them, didn't we? That's all Black's territory now, isn't it? How about that? How about that? Okay. So D6 is played, all right? And knight to A4 attacking the dark squared bishop. Bishop to D4 because we don't really care about it. Honestly, dark squared, fine, whatever. We like the light squares. Knight takes D4 and pawn takes D4. Okay? Not with the knight because then this pawn will be weak and then the bishop can't go out. It's annoying. Beg your pardon. Did I hear someone talk? Is my internet cutting?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry about that. All right. So pawn takes on e4, h3 is played, get a little something going, and then h5. Straight up h5. You shall not pass, you shall not bolster your light squares, just h5. And this is it, y'all. That is not going anywhere. a3 is played. We're gunning for b4, but a5, and that kills that thought immediately, nips it in the bud. We can focus on the king side. B3 is played because we kind of chicken like that. Queen to G6 attack infiltrating via the light squares. Knight to B2 and bishop F5. If you cannot tell that black has a serious developmental, just like straight up space within the king side, then okay, maybe we need some private lessons with Coach Dang. All right, like I'm sorry, it's just like we got to catch you up. All right, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Queen to C2 played and knight D7. Okay, look. Check this out. This is fun. That's fun. That's fine. It's awesome. 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 Okay. Now that being said, we need principle of two weaknesses. Okay. We have light squares here. Okay. That's a weakness that we kind of have to defend. Well, guess what? After Queen C2, knight comes to D7, and now we're attacking more weaknesses here. We have weaknesses, we attack weaknesses. We see more weaknesses, we attack more weaknesses. We're getting his pieces all mixed around so that eventually he's going to collapse. Rook to E1 because, free open file, why not? Knight to C5 because that was a square and here Fisher likes squares. You gotta give squares to get squares. Bishop to f1 and rook a6 because we can. We are attacking the b3 weaknesses. We're gonna go into the b3 with the rook, and we're also attacking the d3 pawn. Bishop to d2, attacking a pawn, and rook to b6 because we do not care. All right. Why can't we play b4 now, please? Tell me in the chat. Coach, any thoughts?
I think black can just take on b4.
Well, Coach got it down, all right. So check this out. White wants to break on b4 and get his rook to e7 now, but he can't because the surprise resource black has, which is a takes, knight takes, bishop takes, rook comes down. This is actually what he's trying to go for, so distracting on this side to be able to get down. But we got queen f6, and now you got to get out because rook a e1, then we got knight e6, and that's a free piece. But and rook takes on c7, and the queen comes down, and there's no good squares for the rook. That will be a rook right there. So we can't play b4 right now. But guess what? Bishop takes a5 because we can. We're just like that, all right? Now, rook takes b3. If knight takes, we have b4, and say if knight comes up, knight slides, and we are going to end up taking a free knight. If say the other knight comes up, then takes, knight takes, and rook a6, and that is no fun. So rook takes on b3. Bishop's going to come back to d2, get away from the knight, and rook a8, attacking the a3 weakness. We see a weakness, we attack a weakness. a4 is played. Rook a6 because that's a nice file. a5, but if b6, then takes, rook comes down, king a7, bishop c1, and that's not a whole lot of fun, but anyways, knight king to h7 is an interesting and unique move that Fischer does instead. Rook e to d1, b6. Okay. It takes b6. I need someone help coach out. What is wrong with a takes b6?
I'm wondering if black can just trade the rooks on a1 and then take on d3.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's a secret council in the Zoom that I'm trying to address.
Oh,
Um, for real,
oh
they made a
no,
council. They joined me in. I don't know what they're doing.
oh no.
Yeah. See if y'all can take that. Anyway, whatever. Anyways. So, all right. So this just leaves no tactical opportunities for white as rook takes, and as you can see, we got weaknesses all over. Because if rook takes, then just knight takes, and that's a good game. But if bishop comes back trying to defend, then we got all this, and Coach Joe had fun with all the buttons and whatever, whatever. I'm sorry. Yo, I really did have fun with this. Anyways, we got a weakness, we got a weakness, we got a weakness, we got a weakness. We're attacking all over. We're attacking all over. Like for real. This looks fun. Okay. That's awesome. Anyways. So A doesn't take on B6 and instead bishop to E1. B takes on A5 because we can, and knight to A4. Okay. Blunder. This would be a blunder. Okay. Because of wait, what? Hold it. Oh yeah. This is a blunder because we're not doing Igor. Can anyone remember what Igor is? Who is the private chat threatening to sue me? Lachlan, what are you doing? Anyways. Y'all, this is a distracting lesson. Anyways, why? Okay, somebody type in the chat Igor for me. Okay, I got Igor. Okay, thank you. Improve your worst piece, go forward, occupy the center, restrict your opponent. Are we doing any of that if the rook goes down? Any of that? And if so, how? Yeah, you're right. We're not doing any of that. Because rook takes d3, and we're funny like that, all right? Why would you go backward? This is just like positionally speaking, this is just like a mistake. Okay, like this is not what the position calls for. Let's just pretend we don't have rook takes d3. Let's pretend like there's a second miracle bishop or there or something. I don't know. Okay, let's just fake that. All right. You're still gonna wanna what is the anyway. Yeah. So you're still gonna want to do something like rook a to b6, which is like fifth on the engine move, but they're all kind of the same. Like look, okay, I understand. Okay, knight takes, that's nasty, all right. That's nasty. But hey, look, our bishop, sorry, our rook, our knights, our pieces, our pass pawn, which that's fun, by the way, our weaknesses, okay? That's kind of worth it, okay? Engine says it's equal, all right? Even though we're down material, engine says that's equal, all right? We don't want to just go back, okay? That's not right. So anyways, rook takes on d3 because we can, okay? And here we have variations here. Okay, so if rook takes, that's inaccurate because knight takes, bishop takes, queen moves to the side, bishop takes a free pawn. If, say, knight takes on c5, rook takes, queen takes, pawn takes, and that is what we call very, very bad. All right, so bishop takes instead. Okay, it's inaccurate, but you know what? No, that's all Coach Joe had. Bishop takes queen to a2. Okay. I need somebody in the chat to help me. Not in the suing sense of like y'all suing in private council meetings or whatever. Whoa, that's a lot of council nonsense. Oh. Anyways. Okay. In the regular chat, tell me why is this knight move a positional error? What are we doing that's wrong? Aren't we just like, oh, sorry. No, forget your solo. No. Aren't we just like moving our knight up? Like, well, queen takes, bishop takes, hey, look for queen to b5. That's because that's a thing. Rook b6, queen to d5. Now that's a pawn. And we're gonna end up white has some fight here. Okay. We have counterplay even though we are going to be down material. Okay, we have a lot of count. So knight to b4 instead, we're getting our pieces out. Okay, queen a3. Oh, whoa, I got a lot of variations actually. Anyways, all right. Queen b2 is interesting because knight takes, rook takes, fork, and then rook takes a5 like nobody's business. And then there's takes c5, and then that's a pass pawn. But or you, I mean, yeah, you could go rook takes, and then you just trade off. But also, yeah, what happened here? Oh yeah. Okay, so here and then if rook takes, that's a blunder because knight takes, and that's fun. We got we got an extra knight. Okay. Anyways. We can also say go. Nope, never mind. We can't. Sorry. So queen to a3, knight c2 forking because let's face it, black already won here positionally with attacking weaknesses here, and then attacking weaknesses over here, and then attacking a whole lot of weaknesses anywhere. Queen to b2, knight takes a1, rook takes knight, knight takes a4, rook takes a4, queen e4. We are threatening rook to b6, and then rook to b1. We're going to skewer the bishop. We're going to have checkmate. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are threatening a lot of things with this move. What should have been played was queen d2 and then rook b6, but if Rook A1, then like bishop takes, and that's just no fun. But time pressure got to Anthoy. I think it was Anthoy. Anthoy, yeah. And then bishop up takes on A5. Rook takes A5 because he's a boss like that. Rook takes queen to E1 check. Okay. King H2, queen takes free rook, and sadly resigns. So, do I have any questions, secret council or otherwise? Hmm, got you. Coach, any thoughts, comments, concerns?
That was a great position. Like Black just had so much activity. It was really cool. Like he was like there was a moment when White had like one piece off the back row. I don't know where it was, and Black had like so many active pieces. It was crazy. Or maybe it was two pieces. Maybe it was the queen and the knight like here or something. But yeah, it was
Yeah,
complete positional domination. That was really cool.
and all Fischer did was attack them weaknesses, okay? He started with the squares, he infiltrated with the squares, then he started attacking pawns, and then just kapoof.
Yeah, yeah, that was a cool example of a great position.
So, oh, also just for the record, this was a very principal positional game. This is actually considered one of Fischer's most Nimzovichian games ever. And I mean that by like Aaron Nimzovich. I'm not like making up words. That sounds like a made up word.
Nice. Wow. Yeah.